PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports, and it's a research-based program for managing schools and kids that was developed by George Sugai, University of Connecticut. And basically it's adopted in 37 states now. The Department of Education here in Minnesota is really pushing schools to do it.
The state of Minnesota requires us to come up with some simple rules, some ways in which our kids can remember what are our expectations. And in the 5 secondary buildings in District 112 or Eastern Carver County Schools, we chose PRIDE: prepared, respectful, integrity, dependability, and excellence. Well, Nancy, as you've seen in the hallways here, we have signs everywhere that describe the expectations that we want to see out of our students for behavior. And they'll see that also in their planner. Each kid has what we call a matrix that describes the expectations in every setting in our building, from the classroom to the lunchroom to the hallway to the gymnasium to the locker rooms, even on the bus.
So that's sort of the system overall. Like I said, it's probably the most research-based student management system that I've ever seen, and they'll tell you that. And once you learn about it, you learn right away. It's just a change in mindset, you know. And one of the signs that they showed at one of our first trainings was it's the difference between walking into a school and seeing the signs that say no gum, no backpacks, all the no's, to saying, you know, please walk, or please throw your gum away.
At the beginning of the school year, we take our kids during their classes to every single setting and say, here are our expectations. And then on every Monday, we have, in our advisory time, or start time as we call it here at West, we have a PRIDE lesson that goes through those expectations. What does prepared look like in the classroom? What does respectful look like in the hallways? What's integrity look like in all the different settings? And we have lessons and videos that go along with each of those.
But the team, we're in charge of the whole thing pretty much here. We go through the data every month as a team. And so when we use the data, we try to really zero in. Okay, what are the problems? Where are they? What time of day do they happen? You know, what exactly, instead of just saying the behavior's terrible, well, what's terrible about it? That's where the power of the program is. Because once you give those numbers to the staff, I mean, everyone wants to be better. And so they see it and they're like, oh yeah, well maybe we could try this. And they have a lot better ideas than I could come up with by myself.
It's the 3rd year of PRIDE in our building, or PBIS, and the payoff is tremendous. An environment that's welcoming, that is exciting for kids to be in, that is a positive environment, and kids feel safe. And we know that when our kids feel safe, they can perform at their best. The state comes in and they do a school assessment, is what they call it, a set. And in the set, they give you a grade, just like we give grades to our kids. And each year we've got an improved grade, and this year we received 100% in the implementation of PBIS, as they would call it, but our PRIDE program. Not many schools get that. There's less than a handful of schools that ever get 100% on their set evaluation. We're very proud of that fact. We had 96% last year, and we were a little bit bummed out. We wanted to get 100%, so our goal this year, we're going to get 100%, and we did. And so there's a huge payoff for West and for the community that comes to our school.